What's going on, gamers? We have a video here to kind of talk about an Xbox fanboy and how pathetic this is. Not the fact that Silent Hill 2 is coming to Xbox. I've been called that. I don't have a problem with that. But it's the fact that they had to launch the game at a 50% discount. Because they didn't want to put it on Game Pass, obviously, because if they wanted it on Game Pass, they would have wanted to do that. But you're going to find out why I'm saying this. Okay, so here's my thing. The game is on sale for 50% off at launch. Okay, you got a really good deal. So I would never complain about that. And this guy, he was like, could be 80% off, and you know, I'm not going to be a douche. And he says, and they will ask if it's on Game Pass. This is the funny part. Here goes the guy down here. This is what I want to talk about here. And what's wrong with the base in general. Except for cool people that like my friends that, you know, I know they'll buy some things, but that's not enough to make up for the dead platform that doesn't buy anything. He said it should be on Game Pass. Guys, I can understand if it was $70 and you didn't want to pay $70, though Silent Hill 2 is a great remake, and Blooper made the biggest jump in development history for themselves, all right? This guy is so cheap. He doesn't even want to pay for the game 50% of the price. You know how we say sometimes games should be $50, right? If it's 70, obviously it's going to be 35 or whatever. I mean, what better deal do you want for a game that came out day one that you're getting the best deal to own the game? You guys hear me out? To own the game. To own the game. Microsoft has brainwashed their base so bad that they believe that after getting 50% off of a game, that it still should be on Game Pass. That they're charging $30 for it. Dude, the game is $5 more expensive than Game Pass. This is how dumb their base is, man. I hate to say this, not for the people that are not like this. I'm not saying all of you, but you guys get what I mean. It's like this is too bad. Like it's like it's too bad at this point. Like it's so bad to where you're like, okay, now this is starting to become borderline embarrassing. This guy says, it would be absolutely hilarious if even with a 50% discount, Xbox owners still refuse to buy. It isn't what this guy is saying, and he got 6 people coming in liking this. He says it still refused to buy it just because it's not free on Game Pass, which is kind of like, you know, a certain way now. Seriously, though, play it. It's a fantastic horror game, and I'd argue it's even better than the original. Of course, because they know if it's on Game Pass, people will not buy it easily. Again, what's the reason to buy a PS5? What an idiot. So here's my thing, though. Why are you so cheap if you really want to support a game that they deserve to be supported, that you don't want to pay $35 for it or whatever it is? This is the problem with this, see? Because with that subscription only on everything, since you think everything should be on subscription, it kills the market. It makes people not want to buy anything, which is not good. There's nothing wrong with Game Pass, you know what I mean? Now there is, it's just $30 a month. But there's something wrong with that mentality. It's no good. I have a problem with the Xbox fanboy base in that sense, where it's like, do you want to support a game? This is why Microsoft has to pay for everything for you, and why nobody thinks positive about this platform. What's wrong with paying $35 for Silent Hill 2 Remake? It's a phenomenal game. It's amazing. 50% launch discount. What else do you want? If they wanted it on Game Pass, it would have been on Game Pass. You guys hear me out for this? Like I said, if they wanted it on Game Pass, it would have been on Game Pass. But they want profit, not a paycheck. They want to see how much they can get for the paycheck, you know, and I mean not for the pay. They want to see how much they can get for raw sales. Even that is going to be better than Game Pass. Because if Game Pass was better, this right here just solidifies everything about how Game Pass works. If Game Pass was so good, why didn't they take that check from Microsoft and still put that 50% launch discount? Because they say, I'm going to make more money with the 50% launch discount than the Game Pass. What they want is they want to see how much they can get out of that, and then they may take the paycheck to put it on Game Pass. Do you guys understand how this exposes Game Pass? That Konami themselves and Blue, think about it. This is better than Game Pass to them. Is there any argument against this? Because, like I said, that would have happened. So let's keep going down here. Wow, that's actually an incredible deal. Somebody smart here. Carlos, I beat the game and it is well worth it. It's a $70 price tag, and the fact that it's going to be on sale on Xbox release is just freaking fantastic. You're getting a better deal than people who had to pay $70 on PlayStation last year. And you're still complaining that it should be on the service. I just want you to hear yourself out here. And this guy says, thanks for beta testing at full price ponies. What a loser. But you see what I mean? Xbox players are in for a treat. They came to give you a 50% discount because your base is not going to buy anything. That's why. And they know you're cheap. You just think it's going to be on Game Pass. So, you know, at least just get 50%. Man, dude, some people like 10%. All right, no, not 20%, 25%. What are you talking about? 50, half off. That's how much better that is than Game Pass. I'm going to say that's how much better that is than Game Pass, but that's what they wanted to go for. Yeah, so, keep going on here. Yes, yes. Oh, I've been waiting on this one. It's finally live in the US. It's about damn time. I will be playing it all night tonight. These people want to come in and play the game. Nobody's liking that because they're a bunch of cheap, brainwashed, incorporated Xbots. Just saying, not everybody. Okay, but I need a Switch 2 port. That's coming. Woo, I'm playing it blind. Let's go. Great game. I just bought it finally. Switch 2, please. Why the F was this not part of the partner showcase? That's okay. All effing about time. So look at these people. How about a 100% discount? Just throw it on Game Pass. Another loser. But somebody came all the way down this late in the comment to give it a like, but everybody was ignoring everything else. Xbox is losing Japanese third-party support. So guys, I just want you to think about this. That was the only thing that liked. If we go up on anything else, why they have this not part of the partner showcase, that got liked. But everything else, I just bought it finally. No, nobody's supporting that. But somebody does want to Switch 2 support. So guys, I just have to say, like, to me, I just think that this is very sad, considering what's left over of this base. That you still have people coming in here being rude after being given an amazing deal. What if other games that were coming day one also hitting PlayStation, they said a 50% discount, and people started complaining about that? That is not a good sign. That means you don't even want to buy a game at $35. A game that's well worth it. This is not just about Game Pass anymore at this point. This is about the mentality of the Xbox base, which is not that much of the gaming community, but just how cheap they are. Like, do you know how the gaming industry works? You think somebody want to sit there and bust their balls and be in a room all day for you not even want to pay $35 for a game? This is why people don't think that much about the Xbox base. I have to tell you, it's not good. So that's kind of what I want to talk about here. I want you guys to let me know what you think about that too, because I mean, it just gives you the idea that not only is Xbox dead, but so is their base. In a sense, the mentality, it's a dead mentality of thinking that you think everything belongs on a sub-service, and that there's nothing that should be sold independently at even $50. You don't even want to pay $35, man. This is pathetic, y'all, and embarrassing, man. If I only had an Xbox, I'd be buying that because that's worth buying. You know what I mean? It's a great game, and if I'm into a genre, I want to support it. You know what I mean? It's not like Blooper is some like super rich team, you know, Konami and their pachinko slots, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like, because the success of this, it reflects upon more Silent Hills. Yeah, it's not like, you know, they're the richest companies in the world and they're like screwing over people or anything, but it's just really bad. So yeah, you guys enjoy this 50% discount, whoever is going to buy it. Obviously, we're probably not going to get any numbers on it, but I just can't believe this, man. This is very bad. So if we go, let's say if we want to type in something like Silent Hill 2 Xbox, right? Let's see if we're going to get any more threads over here. Here it goes right here. Some stories cannot be contained, and neither can the fog that heralds them. Silent Hill 2 is now on Xbox Series X and S. To celebrate our community passion and patience, the Xbox version will launch with a limited time 50% off sale. We see a lot of people down here, right? Paying 50% less for paying a game on my Xbox Series X, my PC, and my ROG Ally. What devilry is this? Count me in. Where's the marketing? Has it vanished in thin fog? Me waiting for Game Pass. When? There it is again. You see? This is terrible. Damn, did I buy it the third time? Love you, Konami. See, these are people that are coming in that are actually real gamers. They realize this is a great deal. That's actually pretty funny. Let's go. So we see people doing good things over here, right? I'll stick to the original. What should you release? I'll shut up. Know what I mean? When does the 50% off expire? We haven't seen anything other than that. I decided to buy again on an Xbox because I've been waiting for a PS5 Pro patch. I haven't got to it either, but I will eventually because Sony put it on their service after getting their maximum, you know, profit off of this. But there we have it. You see other people saying good things here. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Later. Peace out. Be a real gamer. Support a good video game. You know what I mean? Yeah, not everything belongs on Game Pass. Later.